Edibles are more than throwing some marijuana in the brownie mix. The present-day potency is potentially and predictably problematic with probation and professional pursuits. So be prudent if you're peckish. Welcome. My name is David Jolly, and if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, I would really appreciate it if you did. All right, edibles containing marijuana have been a favorite of many for decades, and in states where cannabis is legal, access to edibles is easy. A cannabis edible is food that looks the part of its non-cannabis contemporary. So a brownie looks like a brownie, and a gummy looks like a gummy, and so forth. The difference, of course, is that a cannabis edible contains cannabis, and the effect that comes with an edible depends on the amount of THC in that specific product. The breakdown of THC is different with an edible as compared to the consumption of marijuana by inhalation. When a cannabis edible is consumed, the product is processed like any other food. It proceeds down the digestive tract and then is eventually processed in the liver. The higher psychoactive effect is not necessarily felt immediately, and it does take far longer than when compared to smoking or vaping. One of the problems when predicting how long it will take for cannabis to affect a person is the type of edible consumed. For instance, candy and chocolate edibles produce faster effects than do other edibles, perhaps because these products partially melt in the mouth of the individual. Of course, the length of time THC can be detectable in the body also depends on the amount of THC in the edible itself. More THC, the longer it will be detectable. Depending on which drug test is utilized, drug testing is looking for either THC and/or carboxy-THC, a metabolite of THC. Generally, THC stays in the body and is testable for hours, on average about 4, although I've seen it longer. However, because an edible takes longer to digest and the THC takes longer to filtrate into the bloodstream, the THC from an edible will generally stay in your system far longer than when compared with inhaled marijuana. I've seen reports that the THC can stay in the body for up to 12 hours or longer with an edible. If you're consuming edible cannabis and you're worried about how long the effect or THC will stay in your system, just know that it can be hours longer than compared to other ways of consuming cannabis. If you're driving, working, or getting drug tested, it's important to know so you're safe and can test clean. For more information on cannabis and the law, please subscribe to this channel.